Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to this gentle flow class. We have half an hour today. My name is Fanny, and we're gonna stretch the body today a little bit, do some core engagement as well. And I hope you will have some fun. So we start here in a seated position, cross-legged if that's available to you. If you see your knees are higher than your hips, grab a block or a cushion or a book or something you have at home to elevate your hips a little bit. Sitting nice and tall here. Have your arms and hands resting onto your lap, palms facing up or down as you prefer. And allow the eyes to be closed. Allow yourself to be here. On your yoga mat. To be here in your practice. To be here with your body and mind. We're trying to empty the mind, or at least let our thoughts disappear into the background, and focusing on ourselves for 30 minutes, just thinking about you, just listening to how you feel. Taking a moment for some self-care. So try to listen to your body here. Feeling your sit bones, gently pressing down. Feeling your spine becoming longer. Feeling your chest and collarbones gently opening. Feeling your shoulders staying soft and away from your ears. And try to notice the position of your head here. We tend to lift the chin a little bit, but this is bringing some tension onto the neck. So try to have your chin slightly in to keep the neck nice and long. Relaxing the space in between your eyebrows. Releasing any tension in your mouth, lips, tongue, and jaw. And we're now bringing one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the chest, deepening the breath. Taking deep inhales through the nose. Big exhales through the nose as well. Noticing that rising and falling sensation in your chest and belly. bringing all your attention on your breath. That's that mindful breath we will be following during this class. And you can start releasing your hands back onto your lap. On your next exhale, allow your eyes to open. And breathe. And let's reach the arms overhead. Inhale. We're finding a twist on the exhale towards one side. Doesn't matter which side, you will do both eventually. So lengthen the spine and open the chest, gazing towards your side wall or all the way back towards your back shoulder. We breathe. And we move back up on an inhale. Exhale to twist towards the opposite side. Find that length in the spine again. Gently engaging the core muscles. And we come back to center. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands down onto the floor. You're moving towards your table. Top position on hands and knees. And we're going for some movements here, dancing tables, so doing anything that feels good. Maybe going for some cats and cows stretches, maybe just moving your hips, finding some circles here. In one direction, and then in the opposite direction. So you're at the same time bringing some awareness onto the hips and onto the wrists. And coming back to center table, top position. We start extending the left leg back, tucking the toes under. You're sending that left heel towards the back of the room. And from here, you're pivoting the left foot so that it's actively pressed onto the mat and parallel to the outer edge. At the same time, you see your right foot moving slightly backwards. You can tuck the toes under for more balance. And you're extending the left arm up. Option 1, you're staying here. Option 2, you're sending that left arm towards the front of the room, but keep on opening the chest. And from here, maybe you start lifting that left leg up and away from the mat, keeping the foot flexed. And maybe on your next exhale, you start bending that leg and the arm, bringing the elbow towards the knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Once more, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow, round the spine. We extend and exhale, we release. Coming back to center. You might feel the need to do some movements here, looking towards one foot and then towards the other one, moving your wrists. And we meet back in center, table, top position. Tucking the right toes, sending that right leg back and tucking the right toes under. You're looking down towards the floor, towards the mat, long neck. And we start pivoting that right foot. That left foot is moving back as well. You can tuck the toes under for more stability, reaching the right arm up. That's option 1. You can stay here and keep on pressing the foot down to engage that right leg. Or maybe you start lifting that right leg up and send the right fingers towards the front of the room. Keep on opening the chest. And maybe on your next exhale, rounding the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, we lengthen and open the chest. Exhale, we round the spine. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we release. Stable top position. Looking towards your foot. Right foot and then left foot. Coming back to center. You have your hands slightly forward, more forward here. We start tucking the toes under and we're gonna lift the hips up for our downward facing dog. We're breathing here. Sending the heels down towards the mat. You feel the palms of your hands actively pressing down. You breathe, looking towards your ankles to relax the neck. And inhale to lift your heels up. Exhale to release your heels down. Once more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, heels down. Last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, heels down. From here, you're walking your feet forward. They're coming in between your hands at the front of the mat. Inhale for your flat back. We lengthen the spine. Stay here for a few rounds of breath. You feel your hands onto the shin bones. You feel your spine becoming longer. You're creating a nice table here. Looking down for that long neck. And exhale to release. Keep your legs bent. We're rolling all the way up, finding a mountain pose. So at the top of your mat, you feel your feet pressing down throughout the four corners. And we're going to find a side stretch. So reaching the left arm up, open towards the right, look up. And exhale to release. Inhale, left arm, right arm is coming up. Side stretch. Once more on each side. And sending both arms up towards the sky. Breathe here, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale to swan dive forward and down. Inhale for that flat back, breathing. Exhale to step the right leg back. Left foot follows. We're finding our plank and releasing the knees down for a modified plank here. So from here, on your next exhale, you're bending the elbows, going halfway down. Keep that spine nice and long. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, we're going down, all the way down. Slowly, slowly, with control. Inhale for your cobra. Open the chest, press your hands down. Exhale to release. Once more for cobra. Inhale, lift up and look forward. Exhale, release. We are tucking the toes under, moving towards our child's pose here. Sending your sit bones towards your heels. And from here, downward facing dog on. Sending your hips up. And we're reaching the right leg up. Inhale. Exhale to step that right foot forward. We're releasing the left knee down onto the mat. If you have a sensitive knee, use the mat and fold it or a blanket. From here, we're pressing the left hand down, either onto the mat or onto a block, reaching the right arm up, finding a twist here. We breathe. And on our next inhale, that left hand, is coming in out of the mat, away from the mat, and you're finding that twist towards the side wall. Keeping your hips centered. And then coming back to center. Send the arms overhead, inhale. On the exhale, finding your half split. So you're straightening that front leg, finding a nice stretch at the back of that right leg. Fingers pointing towards the back of your mat, and you're gazing down towards the floor. Inhale, we're reaching the arms overhead. Exhale. You're sending your fingers towards the back of the room, long spine. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands down onto the floor. From here, you're tucking the Left toes under, left knees coming up. And we're stepping that right leg back directly towards your downward facing dog. Breathe here. From here we move towards the other side. So start extending the left leg back, inhale. Exhale, that left foot is coming forward in between your hands. You're releasing the right knee down onto the floor, pressing the right hand down onto the floor or onto a block, reaching the left arm up and look up. Inhale. We breathe. And on an inhale, lifting your torso up towards the side, finding a twist here. Arms on the same line, fingers widely spread. We are breathing. Reaching the arms overhead, inhale. On your next exhale, straighten that front leg, find your half split. Looking down, your toes can be down onto the mat or pointing up towards the sky, it depends. Reaching the arms up again, inhale. Exhale for your half split. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, half split. Reaching the arms up again, inhale. Exhale, hands down onto the floor. You're tucking the left toes, right toes under, right knees coming up. This time step the right foot forward for half. Lift, flat back, breathing here. Exhale to release. Inhale to come all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale for hands towards the heart center. Feel free to close the eyes here. Feel the four corners of the feet pressing down onto the floor. And we start opening the eyes again. On the next inhale, we circle the arms overhead, relax your shoulders. Exhale, you start bending your legs. Breathe here. Try to send your sit bones all the way towards the back of the mat. Engaging the core muscles, lower ribs are in. Make sure you can see your toes and make sure you can lift your toes away from the mat. Hands can be in front of the heart if you feel too much tension when extending the arms. And you breathe. Feel it in your legs? That's normal. That's what we want. So try to sit a little deeper into your chair. Keep on breathing. Make sure you're not arching too much. Feel free to use your hands here to double check. And we start extending the arms again. Inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale for that flat back. Hands onto the shin bones. From here, exhale. Step both feet back. You find your plank pose. Aligning your wrists with your shoulders. We're releasing the knees down onto the floor for modified plank. From here, exhale to lower down halfway, keeping your elbows hugged in. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, we're going down halfway again, and then all the way down. Hands are directly under your shoulders. Inhale, press your hands down and open the chest, pointing the feet. Exhale, release. Once more. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale, release. We're taking the toes under here to find that active child's pose. So lift your hips up and send them all the way back towards your heels and breathe. Relax your shoulders. We're pressing the hands down, lifting up towards our downward facing dog. On the hands and downward facing dog, sorry. So stay here in this pose. And we're reaching the right leg up, inhale. Exhale to step that right foot forward in between your hands. This time the left knee stays up and away from the mat. And we are releasing the left hand down, either onto a block or onto the mat, reaching the right arm up, inhale. Looking up if that's okay for the neck, or down if you feel too much pressure. Getting ready to lift the torso up. So we're gonna need some strength in the legs and in the core muscles as well. Inhale to lift, finding that side twist. Keep on bending the front leg, keeping your hip bones pointing forward. And send the arms forward and up, high lunge. You breathe. On the exhale, straighten that front leg, send the arms towards the back of the room, so both legs straight, we are looking down. Inhale for high lunge. Exhale to straighten. Inhale for high lunge. Exhale, we straighten. Inhale for high lunge. From here, on your next exhale, finding your warrior 2 position. So take time to adjust, checking on that front knee. Make sure it's not turning inwards. If it is, use your hand to adjust it and have it aligned with your foot. Checking that you're not sending the torso too much forward. You want to keep your shoulders aligned with your hips. And arms are extended. You're gazing towards your right fingers. Breathing. Let's reverse that warrior. Sending your right fingers all the way forward. And then up and back. Left arm is onto the lower back to support the spine. You're still bending that front leg and gazing up, opening the chest. From here, we release, placing that right forearms down onto the right thigh. Option 1, extending the left arm up, gazing up. Option 2, reaching your left fingers towards the front of the room. Option 3, extending the right arm as well, holding your invisible ball here. This is quite challenging for the core muscles, the oblique muscles. So decide what works for you. Wherever you are, you're breathing. And we move back up, warrior 2. And both hands are moving down onto the floor. We are placing that right hand on the inside of the right foot, releasing the left knee down. Several options here. Either we stay here, if that's enough for you today. Either you release your forearms down onto the mat or onto a block. Both forearms should be down. Or other option, maybe with a block, left hand down onto the mat, you're extending the right arm up first, and maybe you start bending that left leg and grabbing the left foot, opening the right hip and the chest at the same time. One last round of breath. And slowly release. So we all meet in that lizard pose. Hands down, pressed against the mat. We're tucking the left toes under left knees, moving back up. And you're sending that right leg back, downward facing dog. Breathe here, move your legs one after the other. We're getting ready for the other side. So on your next inhale, sending that left leg up. And gaze forward, step that left foot forward in between your hands. Using a block or without a block. Right hand down onto the floor, extend the left arm up, activating that back leg by sending the heel all the way back towards the floor. We look up. When you're ready, when you have enough balance, take an inhale to come up towards your twisted lunge. Keep on bending that front leg. Keep on breathing. And reaching the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, straighten that front leg, send the fingers towards the back of the room. Inhale, we bend the front leg for high lunge. Exhale, both legs straight, we're looking down. Inhale, lift up, high lunge. Exhale, we straighten. Once more, inhale, high lunge. This time we find warrior 2 on the exhale. Tailbone is in, belly is in. Heels on the same line, we're reversing that warrior 2. Send your left fingers full all the way back. Right arm onto the lower back, bending that front leg. Open the chest. We breathe. And we release, placing that left forearm onto the left leg. Option 1, reach the right fingers all the way up and look up. Option 2, send your right fingers towards the front of the room. Keep on opening the chest. Last option, you start extending the left arm as well. So both arms parallel to one another, grabbing your bowl in between your hands. Engage your legs, engage your core, breathe. And coming back to your warrior 2 pose. We breathe. Next, exhale. Windmill your arms down back onto the mat. And you place that left hand on the inside of the left foot, releasing the right knee down. Finding your version of the lizard. So either staying here, maybe lowering the forearms down, either directly onto the mat or onto a block. Or maybe going for the last option with or without a block. Placing that right hand down, pressing it down as you lift the left arm up. And maybe bending that back leg and grabbing the right foot with your left hand. Choose what works for you. Not doing anything that doesn't feel right. One last round of breath. And slowly release. So everyone back onto their hands. We're tucking the right toes under, right knees coming up. And we're stepping that left leg all the way back, downward facing dog. Take some movements here. And then we release the knees onto the mat, finding child's pose. Resting in your child's, relaxing your shoulders by releasing the forearms down. You feel the movements of your belly against your thighs. And slowly you start walking your hands towards you. You're here in your hero pose, so sitting onto your heels. And we're going to finish today with a toe stretch. So you're going to have your toes tucked under here. Yes, so make sure both toes are actually engaged in that movement. If you want to use a block here for some support, under your sit bones and heels, feel free to do that. And we're staying here for 1 minute. Hands onto your lap, eyes can be closed. Trying to find a nice and long spine. And I know it's challenging. I know it's not very comfortable, but it's a very good move. It has lots of benefits, and we tend to neglect that part of the body, our toes, but they are key for us to stand, for us to walk, So let's try to make them happy. Happy toes for a happy mind. Taking a few more breaths here. And you start opening the eyes again. You're gonna have your hands coming forward and down, pressing them down. You're relaxing your feet, top of the feet, onto the mat. And you start tapping your feet for a moment as a counter pose. And that's it for today. So if you want to relax in a Shavasana, in a resting pose, feel free to do it if you have some extra time. Staying there for 5-10 minutes maybe, relaxing fully. And I will leave you to it. Thank you for joining this class. Enjoy the rest of your day.